Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey. And today, we got a pretty good update to the game. So, they made some new balance changes, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know what they did here. They put out a tweet, they have a little blurb in game about what they did, but I think the tweets that they put out are a little bit more detailed. So let's go over it. So the new balance changes have arrived, improving double crafting parts in floor loot stacks. So in the last update, they made it so that you could find crafting parts, mechanical parts, and bones as floor loot. Now they have double the amount that you get when you find them on the floor. So instead of just one, you will find two at a time. And that's actually a pretty big change because also in one of the recent updates they made it so that when you first find just the normal makeshift bow, you just need two bones or two mechanical parts to craft it into a mechanical or a primal bow. So just coming across one stack of those on the floor loot will let you upgrade at least to the next rarity if you're starting out with the makeshift. So that is really good. The makeshift AR and revolver accuracy was improved, and you'll go in the game, you'll test it out yourself. You'll see that the bloom is a little bit tighter than it was before, which is nice. The bow headshot damage and arrow speed was increased, so the headshot does quite a bit more. It's definitely if somebody's got if somebody only had 150 shield, you are already going to eliminate them in the past anyways. But I guess it just makes it that much easier if they are even if you've only tagged them like once with an AR. I think now, because you normally in AR, you're going to do around 30 damage, so a headshot after that with the bow is definitely going to eliminate them now. I think it's in like the high 160s and low 170s depending on what rarity you have, I believe, somewhere around there. And that arrow speed, that is a big one because now you don't have to lead as much. It was hard to get headshots with the bow, and it was just hard to shoot somebody with the bow at a distance. This season, there's no snipers, and this was your only real way to hit somebody at long distance. And with that arrow speed, you really had to have it down on leading them, and that was if they were moving in a constant one direction at that constant speed, right? So now that the arrow speed is quite a bit faster, it actually makes a big difference on how you're going to use this thing and how much a lead you have to do, which is not much at all. The recycler junk bomb speed is increased. The primal pistol damage and fire rate both increased, which is great. Again, making that primal pistol a lot better. You can do, it was okay before. To me, the damage wasn't that bad. It was just the fire rate on it was really bad. But now that they increased the damage and the fire rate, both of those, just a little bit, it does feel a lot better than it had before. And the stats for all SMGs went up. They increased the rate of fire. The reload time was dropped a little bit, but the rate of fire is a little bit higher. So it's not that much. So I feel like the SMGs are still not going to be a big part of the meta this season, but they made them just a little bit more balanced. They say that we've also equalized primal and classic weapon drop rates to be more evenly spread out alongside makeshift weapons, and that is another thing that I'm really thankful for because I know, especially that recent update, I noticed that I was finding a lot more makeshift weapons, and it was great that you can, that they made it so that you can upgrade faster by making it only needing, two to start out to get to the next level. But it was like, man, you're only finally finding the makeshift weapons, and you want to find more of those primal shotguns, or more of the pump shotguns, or primal ARs, or just your regular ARs. You want to find more of those just as random loot. It feels nice to find something nice as random loot, and not just be finding the makeshift stuff all the time. So I'm glad that that has been more evenly spread out. So there is that update, and then let's go ahead and cover the creative update that they did as part of this last update that we haven't covered the details for that yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the blog post that they put up. We're not going to cover every single detail in here because, again, it's just going to be a lot of bug fixes and lists of things, but we'll cover the important stuff. So Fortnite Creative version 16.20 update, Joyride vehicles now in Fortnite Creative. Buckle up and start your engines. It's go time. Fortnite Creative's latest updates skirts its way into Creative this update, bringing a collection of cool vehicles, a new race checkpoint device, support for 50-player games, and more. Joyride vehicles now in Fortnite Creative. Want to go fast? The Whiplash is a great choice for racing on a road track. Off-road warrior style, jump into the OG Bear and tear up the dirt. Bring your crew and squad up for a four-door fun in the prevalent honk honk. If you think the 6 wheels are better than 4, try out the mud flap. Okay, so you're going to have all those vehicles now being brought into Creative, which is awesome. I know my son has been asking me, like, oh, when are they going to put the vehicles in Creative? Dad, it would be so cool if the vehicles were in Creative. And boom, here they are. So I know my son's going to have fun messing around with those in Creative now. With the introduction of large islands in version 15.50 and large matchmaking support being made widely available today, and this was, of course, back on Tuesday, no game is off limits. Design your perfect 1v1 drag race course, a multiplayer circuit style tournament, or even an obstacle course racetrack. Joyride vehicles can be used in more than just racing games. We're excited to see the inventive ways you include vehicles in your game. Be sure to share your favorite hashtag FN Create Joyride with us on social media at FN Create. For more information on Joyride and vehicles changes, check out the devices section below. So here's the other thing that's really exciting: the large matchmaking support. The option to create up to 50-player games is out of beta and now available to all creators. Bring more players into your experience with more matchmaking options. Whether you are playing practice, combat, or variety games, more players mean more fun. Check the gameplay section down below for details. And again, this is something I'm really excited about. 50 players in Creative. Already, it's so I do like playing Creative more and more nowadays, again, when I have less time to play, because I get the amount of action I'm looking for that much faster, and constant action throughout any time I only have like 20 minutes or an hour to play. So I just love that they make it so that it'll be even more, when you're doing zone wars and with the 50-player Creative, it's going to feel like a real life lobby, like a pro lobby tournament. So that's really cool that you'll be able to simulate that sort of experience. And then hub version 2 islands will be on the lookout for featured hubs taking advantage of are using our new hub islands. Flat Grid Hub version 2 and Floating Island Hub version 2. These new hub layouts feature clear, simplified areas, perfect for navigation, with a single height building guide and pathways to portal areas. Since the building guide may take up some of your creative space, we've also increased the building volume for the islands to be 71 by 71 compared to the previous 67 by 67 hubs. We can't wait to see all of your new welcome hub creations. Note, we're planning an additional welcome hub update in a future update to adjust featured portal placement. Allow us to feature new hub version 2 creations. Let's see here. So, welcome hub update. Along new changes, we've removed 2-player portals and 2 event portals from the welcome hub in this release. This is necessary to accommodate the new XL islands and spatial thermometer, which are entering beta in this release. See the beta testing section below for more details. Let's see here. We'll just go over a little thing here. So the gameplay features: the initial phase of large matchmaking support has now left beta and it's available to everyone. Please read the notes section below before beginning to use this feature. New values have been added to the max players option in My Island game settings to 20, 24, 30, 32, 40, 48, and 50. Okay, I'm not going to read all the little details about it. Just that's the basic thing you need to know, is that you can make those settings to have that many players on your island for whatever type of game mode you're playing. Let's see here. Feature removals: the following devices have been removed from the device gallery: item spawn, spawner plate, player spawn plate, and player checkpoint plate. These devices will continue to work in all islands which already have them, but they can no longer be selected or placed from the device gallery. We recommend replacing these older devices with their newer counterparts where possible to ensure future compatibility. Let's see here. The following devices have been removed from the device gallery and will not function for the time being: ATK spawner, quad crasher spawner, shopping cart spawner, and cannon spawner. These devices will not spawn their vehicles, which are currently not compatible with the updated vehicle physics. As and when these vehicles are updated, their spawners will be re-enabled or replaced with working versions. The brute spawner and the brute have been removed, and that's all you need to know about that. A lot of people didn't like them anyways. Then again, we got a whole bunch of bug fixes, tool fixes, prefab and gallery fixes. They got the devices, but we already know it's the vehicles. So I think that's really all that we have to go through in this. We can should we go over this beta test section? Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and read it. Just a little section of it. In this release, we are making XL Islands and new spatial thermometer available to beta test. XL Islands. These islands have approximately 12 times the surface area of regular islands. At this time, we are releasing both a flat grid and an island terrain version for testing. Because of the size of these islands, we have had to reduce the overall number of islands accessible from the Welcome Hub. Spatial thermometer. The spatial thermometer is a new memory management system designed to allow creators to fully exploit the large surface area of the new L and XL islands. More details will be released as development continues. Okay, so that's what you need to know about the creative update. A lot of really cool changes in there that I'm excited to see. I'm excited again to see those vehicles being added in, and the fact that we can have, it's not just for it was in beta testing where certain players had access to it, or certain creators had access to it, and now it's available to everybody, which I just know there's going to be so many good maps made for creative with 50 players available. Let's go ahead and take a look at the LTMs today, because that's all we have for news. The comeback duos, knockout shuffle trios, finest realistic 2v2, the default death run, and team rumble is what we have in here. Let's go ahead and look at challenges. We got a new challenge list today. The last challenge that we had to go through from last week's challenges was damage to the recycler. Again, it's just one of those ones. Just play the game or go in Team Rumble and get the damage done. Let's see what the challenges are this week, and if it's going to be somewhat harder or not. And here we go. We need to collect bars. You need to start out by collecting 1,000, then it will increase from there. You need to deal damage with SMGs, 1,000. You need to search ammo boxes, 5. You need to use a campfire once. You need to modify vehicles with off-road tires 3 times. You need to drive from sweaty sands to colossal crops without leaving the vehicle. You need to maintain a speed of 65 or greater for 4 seconds in a vehicle, and you need to get 2 seconds of airtime in a vehicle. So a lot of stuff around the vehicles this week, and I could say, again, this at least if you're somebody who really likes challenges, I feel like this week's challenges are a lot better than the previous week, where it was just like, oh, this is stuff you normally do to play the game. This is actually going to give you some extra stuff to do if you're bored and you're like, hey, I want some sort of challenge that I wouldn't normally do to occupy my time. So there you go. There's this week's challenges. Let's head on over to today's item shop and see what's in there today. We have the Cyber Infiltration Pack and the Infiltration Tools Pack still here. We have Brie Larson's Locker Bundle still in here. That's probably going to go away soon, so I definitely need to remember to get that before it gets out of here. We have the Beast Mode outfit with the V6 back bling for 1,500. The Chromium outfit for 1,200. The Slurp Wrap for 700. The Overdrive emote for 500. The Work It Out emote for 500. The On Your Mark emote for 200. Don't forget to stretch. Is that no? I guess I just haven't seen it in a long time. I don't even chapters 2 season 3. I don't even really remember this one coming out. Let's see here. We also have the Dark Bomber outfit with the Dark Bag back bling for 1,200. The Thunder Crash Harvesting Tool for 1,200. The Dark Glyph Glider for 500. We have a Gleam Team pack in here, which has the Pulse outfit, Glow Grin back bling, Flow outfit, Vibe Star back bling, Vibe Axe Harvesting Tool, Glow Wings glider, the Sonic Glow Wrap, all for 2,500. That's 3,000 V-Bucks off the total if you were to get them separately. The Flow outfit with the Vibe Star back bling is 1,500 separately. The Pulse outfit with the Glow Grin back bling is 1,500 separately. The Vibe Axe Harvesting Tool is 800. The Glow Wings glider is 1,200. The Sonic Glow Wrap is 500. We also have the Horizon Zero Dawn bundle officially released today with all of those items that they talked about in the blog post the other day, which is the Alloy outfit, Outcast Seeker Champion. And if you know Alloy from the new Horizon, the Horizon Zero Dawn game, then you know what she looks like. You have the Blaze Canister back bling, preferred biofuel of Nora Seekers. We have the Alloy Spear Harvesting Tool, turn the tables and venture into the wilds. The Glint Hawk Glider, a tenuous alliance. The Shield Weaver Wrap. The Alloy the Skywatcher loading screen, she's a natural. And Heart Rising emote with love from the world of Horizon, and your character does the little heart shape with their hands, and then kind of spins around and does a little display. Oh, and then don't forget that the bundle is the only way to get the loading screen. So if you want that loading screen where she is kind of like perched on the outside of the battle bus with the her glider, the Glint Hawk flying behind her, you can only get that if you get the bundle. And the bundle here is 2,600 V-Bucks. That is 1,700 V-Bucks off the total if you were to get them separately, which Alloy outfit with the Blaze Canister back bling is 1,500. The Glint Hawk glider is 1,200. The Alloy Spear Harvesting Tool is 800. The Heart Rising emo is 300. The Shield Weaver Wrap is 500. And yeah, you know what? Like I said, this character just fits in so perfectly with the theme of this season. But that's everything that you can get today. So you can get any and all of these items using code MikeDaddy, MMMIKEDADDY in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. For our tip of the day, I just want to tell you, go in there. I know there's a bunch of you that miss the snipers and really want the snipers back, and you're kind of bummed out that the snipers have been gone this season. Go practice with the bows now. I promise you, they feel so much better than before. Now that the arrow speed has been increased, it's going to feel it's not going to be like a sniper, okay? It's not going to be it's not going to have the bullet speed, but the arrow is going to fly a lot faster. You're going to be hitting a lot more shots with it. So go in there, don't ignore them anymore. If you're one of the people that have been, go in there and practice with it. I promise you, now with the new arrow speed, you are going to get a lot more accurate with it really fast compared to what it was before, because you don't have to worry about leading as much with this new arrow speed. All right, that's the episode for today. So go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. It's Mike Daddy on all of those. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.